What's going on, YouTube? Well, I just wanted to do a quick update based on my progress so far. I decided I want to go back home to New York. Arizona is no longer the place for me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, the tensions here is just so weird, bro. Like, the people here are just weird. It's, even though it's really beautiful, like, Arizona is a completely beautiful place. Like, it's beautiful. Cactus, mountains, desert, the sunset is very beautiful here. But the people here, bro, it's not it. It's just not it. They don't accept black people here, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, the racial tensions is here and stuff like that, bro. They just be mistreating us black folks like really bad. You know, even some of the biracial people, they're black too. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't like dark skin. Everything here is just like, Arizona is not a racist state, but from what I've experienced, it's a colorist type of state, bro. Everything is everything has to do with, oh, you know, who has proximity to whiteness, you know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, I've encountered some black people that will even start problems with black people, you know, just for the sake of it, just to get a pat on the head and stuff like that. Now, I'm not trying to make this a racial video. I'm not trying to make that about race. It's just my experience being here. You know, I've been living as a sailor for the past almost 6 years. I've been living as a sailor, you know, like being away from home and just being on my own and just traveling from state to state just to find somewhere where I can lay at peace. But unfortunately, I'm just tired of it, you know? It's bad for my mental health. It's like who I used to be. I used to be this very like spiritually inclined gentleman, always reading, always self-improving. But for the past 5 years, I haven't got the chance to do that. I lost my mojo, you know? And it's all because I've been tied up in the chains of just working all the time. Especially here, they don't hire black people here. They don't hire black people here. Some of you are saying, oh, what are you talking about? Arizona don't hire black people here, right? Well, come to Arizona and go drive around, do Uber Eats, do all that stuff. Ask yourself, how often you see somebody that looks like me at a job? It's like, oh, because some of y'all ain't looking for work. Bro, I've went through for the past 2 years, I've been looking for jobs that I qualify for, right? None of them has got back to me. It got so bad to the point where it was like, I even tried to join an apprenticeship program, and even those are hard to get in, bro. Even those are hard to get in over here. You know, jobs that I worked before, I have experience in, they still didn't accept me. So over here, I came to the conclusion after, you know, going through hundreds of jobs applications. Out of those hundreds, yes, few did get back to me, right? Yes, I showed up to the interviews, but you know what happens to all those jobs? A majority of them, right? They either didn't pay the rate that I needed for me to survive, AKA, like, I remember I applied to this custodian janitorial work, right? They was gonna pay $14 an hour. Now, mind you, Arizona's right near California. How are you supposed to make it here with $14 an hour? You're not gonna make it here. You're not gonna make it here as a single person working $14 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Rent here, on average, if you have an apartment, it's gonna cost you bare minimum $1,300 a month. How are you gonna make that with $14 an hour? You know? Some of the other jobs, it was completely too far away. Like, some of the jobs that got back to me, they said, oh, they don't have a position here in Phoenix. They got positions in Tucson. Bro, I'm all the way by like the West Valley, you know, and I had to drive there every day. About a 2-hour drive to Tucson and back every day. No, I remember I was working on my tax certification, right? Because I was supposed to work with H&R Block, right? No, not H&R Block, excuse me, Jackson Hewitt. So they gave me the course and all that stuff to do. They say, yeah, as soon as you're done, you know, you just hop on board and we can just give you the training. You come to the place. Bro, I do the training and they said, oh, it's a little bit too late now because we only have a couple months left into the season, so you're gonna have to do it again next year. I'm like, bro, I did this whole thing in a matter of a month and a half, 2 months and a half into the season. Like, you can't just throw me in there. He's like, yeah, it's a little too late. Wasted time. Other jobs I try to do because I had the certification and all that stuff like that. No show. Interview, like I'm literally sitting there, button, tie up, all, you know what I'm saying? Ready for an interview. No show. So I came to the conclusion that if you're a black person, right, if you're gonna come to Arizona to live, you gotta have your own source of income. These people here ain't gonna give you a job, bro. Unless the only jobs here that's hiring that I know of is Walmart and like, you know, Safeways and those type of jobs, you know what I'm saying? But even those, so many people are applying to those jobs. So you know the deal, man. So if you're gonna be a black person, you're gonna come here to Arizona, man, I'm just gonna let you know you gotta make your own money, bro. Make your own money, or else you're gonna be doing Uber Eats and deliveries or working at, you know, Walmart or stuff like that. Which is, I'm not downplaying, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta get their paper, but that's just the reality. You ain't gonna get the good jobs. You're not getting the good jobs. Why? Because of this. I know it sounds like a little bit unpolitically correct to say it, but it's true. The only time you will get those good jobs, if you're like this, right, is if you are really good looking. Like you're really good looking. Like you're a good looking black guy or a good looking black woman, then you will get a job because you got the pretty privilege. But over here, they won't give you no job if you're just a regular, average looking black man. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna give you that shit, bro. They're just not. You know. On top of that, if you're not white or Latino, bro, you are at the bottom of the bucket list. Nobody will respect you. Nobody will want to be around you. None of that, bro. It sucks because I really do love here. I really do love Arizona. Like, I really do love it. It's beautiful here. The deserts, you gotta see the sunsets. Going hiking, the environment, landscape itself is a very beautiful place to be. But the problem here is the people here. The people here are not good people, bro. I've been here for 2 whole years. At first, I thought it was me. Maybe I had to change my attitude and stuff like that. So I tried to change. I tried to be like, oh, okay. Maybe it's my subconscious that is behaving a certain way. Until I realized, I'm like, it's really not me. It's really not me. Like at one point, for some of y'all, it's gonna be like, oh, maybe you're not aware of what you're doing. At one point, I really, really examined myself. I told myself, okay, for this whole month, right, let me actually like see how the world behaves around me. I'm not gonna be doing whatever. I'm just gonna just see how the world behaves around me, right? I'm not gonna have any bad thoughts, none of that. I'm just gonna just examine. So I examined. Of course, I took some edibles so that way it can heighten my senses, and I seen what the reality that I was going through. Because when you take edibles, you actually see things. You actually see it, and I'm like, man, the people here are really rude, but I don't really have problems with like the Latino community like that, except for maybe the women just being rude and mean to me for no reason, or just saying Negro anytime they want, you know, just because I'm around. But it's mainly like the white community, man. Like, they just be microaggressive, like coming and following me around and stuff like that. Even at the Walmart, when I do the Walmart Spark deliveries, man, this dude, you know, like, what we do in Walmart, we have to show them the ID, and then we have to scan the stuff. So I took him my ID. The guy's all the way over there. He's like, oh, just scan the thing and all that stuff. Okay, I'm putting my wallet. I'm taking my wallet and I'm putting my wallet in my pocket. The dude's repeating himself 2 to 3 times. It's like, scan the thing, sir. Scan. I had to walk up to the dude's face and I told him, I say, excuse me, I will appreciate it if you don't rush me. You see me putting my wallet inside my pocket. I was going to scan this stuff. Do not rush me. I had to stand in front of his face in front of everybody, because sometimes you have to put people in their place. Some of you is like, oh, bro, you don't want to talk to the wrong person. Bro, I don't, bro, listen, I've been experiencing things with people for the past 5 to 6 years. I know how human operates. I deal with people on a daily basis for the past 5 to 6 years. Don't believe me? See all this stress, all this thinning and all that stuff? That's from dealing with people. Hairline receding, that's from dealing with people. I have the knowledge on how people operate. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. 97% of people ain't like that, bro. 97% of people ain't like that. If you really confront them in the situation, they're gonna tuck their tail, bro. I know it. So I'm not afraid to stand up for myself and let somebody know I don't appreciate something, because I know 9 times out of 10 they're not gonna really do anything about it. I'm not saying this to sound like, oh, I can just go up to anybody. No, but I just know in general, people ain't gonna take that risk, because they don't know, they don't know, they're not used to people coming up to them and confronting them like that. Most people ain't like that, especially if you're not training some sort of mixed martial arts and stuff like that. You're gonna try to evade the situation because you don't know that person in front of you is training. You feel me? So that's why I'm saying I'm not trying to sound like a tough guy and all that stuff like that. No, but sometimes when you're a dude that's not looking for trouble and stuff like that, you have to go up to somebody in their face and tell them, hey bro, I don't appreciate that. I'll really appreciate if you don't talk to me that way or behave that way around me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to do that, bro. So let's go back to the topic, right? I had to go confront the situation because people are smartasses, bro. People are smartasses. People are all tough until somebody comes up to their face and really checks them. And I'm not saying you should be a tough guy and go up to everybody that tries to piss you off. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because there are other people who are in the same situation as you and wants to crash out too. So if you do the math, just make sure you are prepared before you do this. Don't just go up confronting anybody if you don't got some experience in grappling or boxing and stuff like that. Because if you don't have experience and that person does, then it's over. Especially if he's a wrestler. Oh my God. But anyway, that's just how it is. When it comes to living here in Arizona, the thing that I gained from it is it transformed me. It transformed me to be even more resilient than I was. I thought living in the Midwest of Iowa, well, the Midwest of Iowa one time when I lived there, that was the wake-up call that I had. But this kind of molded me to my final form to become very resilient and know the human nature of people, street smarts wise, and kind of like just make me mentally tough. Like at the point, like I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think there's anybody that's gonna make me, feel some type of way like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying, oh, I'm unbreakable, but like I've been through so much to the point that I'm expecting people to behave or misbehave because their parents taught them to behave like that. My parents never taught me to behave rude to anybody or treat people wrong. My parents told me the right thing. Hey, they gave me the vigilance. They gave me the idea. To be honest, they didn't even have to say much. They knew that I knew better to carry myself a certain way when I'm out and about. You know what I'm saying? Or don't just start issues with anybody. Most people, their parents didn't treat them, didn't raise them right. So that's why when I go among some people and I see them behave their ways, being microaggressive, trying to start issues and all that, I know their parents failed them. Their parents failed them at raising them on a standpoint of like, hey, when you're out and about on the road, be careful who you're talking to because you don't know who that person is, right? Their parents failed to teach them that. That's the only thing that came to my mind. So that puts in my mind is like, oh, okay, well, they wasn't raised correctly. I was. I'm not trying to say, oh, I was raised perfectly. Nobody's perfect. But that kind of makes me feel good because now I know I'm one up over that person in character. But other than that, Arizona is a great place to stay. Like if your vibration matches here, you will have a great time. But if your vibration don't match here, bro, you're gonna be going through a lot, man. You're gonna be really, 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 really going through a lot. Like not just with people and stuff like that, spiritually, financially, you're gonna be going through a lot if you don't match the energy here, bro. And yeah, if you're not mentally strong enough, it could break you. But I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about anybody at all. I'm not worried about nobody. I'm just focused on me and focusing on honing my craft, you know what I'm saying? But it was just hard for me to hone my craft because I'm dealing with the silent wars of the women here. They love to hiss at you. Psst, psst, psst. They love doing that shit. The men here, they love whistling. Whistling every time you're around, just whistling in your ear. Imagine dealing with those two things every day, because the work you do, you're out and about and you're dealing with people, so you're gonna experience that. And it drains you, man. It drains you. You know, like damn, I'm looking at the thing and I'm seeing that I'm thinning all over here, bro. It's stress. It's stressful, man. People will really stress you out. And it's to the point where it's like, I'm not trying to sound like anything, but there's people really trying to get my attention, bro. There's people out here really trying to get my attention, and I'm really surprised. It's like, wow, I go to the gym and work out sometimes, right? I'm working out, doing my own thing. Dude, in shape, very in shape. He's very in shape. I'm not gonna lie, he's really good in shape, but he's having this silent competition with me. You're in competition with somebody like this. This is your competition. This is your competition. You have a physique of a 190-pound wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? And you're dealing with somebody that is wearing a plain white shirt at 175 pounds. And you feel insecure and triggered that you have to become better than this guy, bro. Come on, man. And this is what I learned. People can have all the financials they could ever have in life. People can have like so much stuff. But if your character outweighs them, bro, they'll realize that's the one thing they're missing. And the thing I have to say here is the good thing from the traumas and the nonsense I've been going through for the past 5 years is I noticed it molded me into this person. It molded me into this person that doesn't give a fuck. Like I don't care. I really don't care about what you gotta say to me. Like if it's not anything that has to do with mutual respect, if it's not anything about helping each other, or if it's not anything about just really getting to know each other, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to hear anything that comes out of your mouth. Like that's just how I feel nowadays. Because before, I used to be this guy. I used to be this gentleman who always wanted to just get to know people, talk to people, all that stuff, right? And then I kind of transitioned to like not really caring anymore. I'm not really caring anymore. I'm not saying not caring in a way of like, oh, like what you have to say is irrelevant. It's like I don't care anymore. Like if you have problems with me, cool, that's your battle, right? That's your battle. I'm focusing on what I gotta do. Focus on my life. Focus on taking care of myself. Focus taking care of my family. That's what I'm focused on. You're over here trying to filling space of me in your head, right? All because of my presence. I just walk past you and all of a sudden, start barking like a dog and stuff like that, you know? Meanwhile, I just walk past you and I'm focused on what I gotta do. And you have to run behind me and just stand in front of me just to be microaggressive. Like, come on, man. Like it's time, it's really time to grow up. It's really time to grow up. And the thing is, I kind of feel sorry for these people. I kind of feel sorry for them because it's like, think about it. If somebody's being microaggressive to you, it's because you make them feel some type of way. If somebody's behaving nasty or negative to you, you made them feel some type of way. Imagine somebody making you feel some type of way without them saying a word to you. This person didn't even open his mouth. He just walked past you. You just automatically just feel so worked up, ready to go. You're exposing your weakness. You're exposing your weakness. For what? Just because this person looks different? Just because this person been through way more traumas and way more social issues that to the point where it molded him to be a stoic Sigma type of guy, right? And you just can't handle that energy because he radiates strength from all the trauma he's been through, all the nonsense he's been through throughout the life. You know what I'm saying? You can't handle that. So you got to prove yourself by just trying to be this old macho guy and all that stuff like that. Pity. The best thing you can do for those type of people is just feel sorry for themselves. You got. That's the only thing you can do for them is make them is feel sorry for them, because they're mentally weak. They're mentally weak. They can be broken just like that because they haven't went through enough trauma. They haven't been through enough things to make them realize, like, damn, this world is really, really messed up. Like, this world is really fucked up. This world is like, I really don't want to be around nobody. Like, they haven't went through enough issues like that. They probably went through some stuff where it made them realize, like, man, the world isn't any place to play around. But they have never been through like some real like scary poverty, you know, being all to themselves, being a complete outcast to the world. They have never been through that. So they don't have the character. They haven't developed the character for that. Now, I'm not saying that I'm better than people in character because of the stuff I've been through. I'm pretty sure there's people that's been through way more worse stuff than I have. And I really want to meet those people because I want to know how they did it. How they did it. Seriously, I really want to know, like, how you did it. Like, what was it that made you keep going? You feel me? But yeah, living here in Arizona, man, it sucks. Like, I really do love it here, but I can't enjoy it. I can't enjoy it. Like, I really wanted to live here, but it sucks because you can't enjoy it, bro. The people won't let you enjoy it. You can just be out minding your own business. Somebody just says an out-of-pocket comment to you. They just say something to you. Like, people here just have something to say to you. They just have something to say to you. You could just be getting your groceries. Somebody just come out of nowhere and just say a negative comment. Just say something to you. That's really how it is over here, bro. You could be walking somewhere to a specific aisle. The person will try to cut you off, and you have to go around, and this person will go completely around back to where they have to do. Like you can't do it. You can't do it here, man. Thing is, Arizona used to be this peaceful place. This is my third time here, and I've been here in different series. I came here for middle school. I went here for like community college, and then I came back here in 2024. And I realized, I'm like, man, Arizona used to be this peaceful. I remember there was a period where Arizona was like a very peaceful, chill place, you know, good vibes. Like, it wasn't packed. It was actually a real cool place. But apparently all the native Arizonians have left. They left Arizona. They're all in like Texas and going to the east side and stuff like that. Or some of them are going up north. And everybody here is either from the Midwest or from California. And think about it. Midwesterns are not nice people. Midwestern people are not nice people. They're the most microaggressive people you will ever meet, right? Californians, right? Californians, I haven't really been to California, but from what I could think of Californians is they have money. They have money, and yeah. So if you take a microaggressive group of people and people that got money, and you mash them together, bro, you think it's gonna be a cool place to be? The culture has changed, you know. So that's why I'm really thinking about coming back home to heal, man. You know, when things ain't going right, things ain't going your way and stuff like that, man. Like, sometimes you have to have a reset button, man. You gotta have a period to heal. Have a period to heal yourself, you know what I'm saying? period to heal, because for me, I'm an introvert, you know what I'm saying? I like to keep to myself, but it's hard to, because I work all the time, you know, and being around people drains my energy and stuff. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I just have to say, it's very disappointing that I came to this decision, but I gotta protect my peace. But anyway, thanks for watching the videos, and I'd like to hear your insight. Have you been going through some stuff like this too? Catch you guys in the next one.